Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to be looking at the weather for the week ahead in the course of this video. We've got some interesting weather coming up this week. It's going to get quite complicated as we get to the end of week, Thursday and Friday. We're going to be trying to bring up some very warm air from the south, but we're also going to have a weather front strung out across the country, dividing the cooler air and the warmer air, and it's where that weather front ends up that could see a lot of rain on Thursday and Friday. But we'll come on to that in a few minutes. Let's first of all talk about the advertising. There'll always be a video ad overlaying my weather videos here at GavsWeatherVids.com. Please play those video ads because you'll be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com if you do that. If there's not a video ad, there'll just be a general ad that you can click on if you like what the advertiser is offering. Also want to talk about the websites where I'm getting the charts from. It's weathercentral.de, where I have the synoptic charts, and the weatheroutlook.com. I'll be using that to have a look at the weather in more of a general locality at the end of the video. And you can find both of those websites on my links page. Just go to the links page and click on the links if you want to see all of these charts for yourself. So this is the situation today. We're in this northerly wind coming down across the country. It's a cold wind. It's unusually cold. Going to be an unusually cold bank holiday. And this wind is bringing some brighter weather than we've had over the last few days, with some sunny spells. But we have got a few showers in the north and the east, and some of those showers could turn wintry actually over the higher ground of Scotland, and maybe over the higher ground northeast England as well. But the bulk of the country having a lot of dry weather really today. Showers should be quite isolated. Some rain in the far south, that'll clear away from the south coast through the afternoon. Temperatures today on the cold side, just 10s and 11s in the south at best. That's 50 to 52 Fahrenheit. In the north, probably looking at temperatures of only 5, 6 or 7, so it really is well below average, those temperatures for the time of year. Now overnight the skies will clear, the showers will die back to the coast, and it's going to become very cold with a really damaging frost setting in tonight. Widespread frost and temperatures falling possibly as low as -5 in some places. That really will be very damaging for any plants to happen to be out, tender plants, tender flowers, or a fruit blossom. You really will need to cover over tonight if you don't want your plants and blossom to be damaged by the frost. The far south and southeast probably getting away with a frost-free night, but the rest of the country really frosty tonight. It will be unusually cold. Now into tomorrow, into Sunday, and basically we're in a similar situation. We've got this cold across the country. Cold is basically where we're neither in high pressure or low pressure. You get any kind of weather in a cold. I think tomorrow we'll be looking at sunshine and showers really, but showers probably more widespread than is the case today. But even so, a lot of places should stay mainly dry tomorrow, with some bright or sunny spells, but showers probably more widespread than today, and some of those showers again quite heavy and wintry over parts of Scotland and maybe over the tops of the Pennines as well. Could be some snowfall. Another cold day. Temperatures really will be well below where they should be for early May. Again, just 5, 6 and 7s in the north, 10s, 11s, and maybe up to 12 in the south. 12 is 54, but it's more like you'd expect in March than in May. And another widespread frost probably setting in tomorrow night as the showers die out and the skies clear. I think we will find another frost setting in, with temperatures again possibly down as low as -5, although temperatures lifting up later on in the night probably as cloud moves in from the Atlantic. Now as we go into Bank Holiday Monday, we've got low pressure moving in from the west. Now this low pressure is quite uncertain how quickly this low pressure is coming in, so I think we will be looking at certainly cloud and rain coming into Ireland and many western parts of the country through the course of Bank Holiday Monday. Some of that rain could be quite heavy. For central and eastern areas, this is where the question mark is, because we may just hang on to dry and bright weather throughout much of the day. It could be well on into the afternoon or the evening before the rain finally arrives on the east side. So I think the east coast will be the coast to go to on this Bank Holiday Monday, because that's where we'll hang on to the driest weather for most of the day. Temperatures perhaps a little bit up on Monday after a cold start, probably recovering up to around 12, 13 or maybe even 14 degrees for many of us. That's as the winds are going back into the Atlantic, but the downside of that, of course, is that we're bringing in the cloud and the rain off the Atlantic. But it will be a slightly less cold day or a slightly milder day on Bank Holiday Monday. I'd say the east coast, the coast to go to this bank holiday. Now going into Tuesday, and I think we're looking at low pressure still across the country, so that will be bringing more showers to northern parts. Bit of a question question mark for the south. We may bring a longer spell of rain along the south coast, but that's open to some question. I think basically Tuesday is a day of sunshine and showers. Some of those showers heavy in the north, perhaps not too many getting into the south. Temperatures bit of a recovery going on up to around 15 degrees 59 Fahrenheit. That's back nearer to where they should be for the time of year, and as I say, that's because the winds are coming off the Atlantic. Now going into Wednesday, we've actually got a little bit of a ridge of high pressure going on here. Low pressure still close to northeastern Scotland, so I think Wednesday could be the best day of the week actually, with a lot of dry weather on Wednesday with a fair amount of sunshine as well. Temperatures not too bad, up to around 10, 11 in the north. That's still below average, but it's better. And in the south, we're up to around 16 or 17. 17 is 63 Fahrenheit, so that's back to where we should be for the time of the year. Notice this low pressure out to the west. That becomes important as we go into Thursday, because that's moving up from the southwest, and we've got a weather front strung out across the country. This is where it gets complicated. We're trying to bring warmer air up from the south, and we've got a weather front dividing that warmer air from the cooler air in the north. So I think we're all going to get a band of heavy rain moving up from the south on Wednesday night and into Thursday. And then that weather front becomes strung out and slow moving, probably through Northern Ireland, southern Scotland, Northern England, North Wales and perhaps the Midlands on Thursday. Some very heavy rain in these regions, possibility of some floods maybe in places as well in those regions. Very heavy and persistent rain going on. To the far north, central northern Scotland, probably mainly dry and bright and quite chilly, and to the south, after a wet start, it should brighten up and that will bring some very warm air up from the south, so temperatures could actually get up to around 21 degrees in the south on Thursday. That's 70 Fahrenheit and feeling quite humid as well. That could set off a thundery shower, but further north it's very cool and about rain, and further north Manning to northern Scotland with temperatures of just 10, 11, 12 degrees, so very disappointing temperatures under the rain and to the north. And it's that big temperature gradient from the north to the south that's fueling the heavy rainfall across those central parts of the country. As we head into Friday, that low pressure of a weather front is still there across the central parts of the country. Still got the temperature gradient. The south could be very warm on Friday. Central southern England, temperatures possibly up to 25 degrees. That's 77 Fahrenheit. Very warm indeed down there. Again, possibly a thundery shower breaking out. But we've still got the heavy rain across northern England and Northern Ireland and southern Scotland. Some torrential rain there going on, although it probably gets lighter through the course of the day as it starts to move way to the east. Central northern Scotland mainly dry again and quite chilly, with temperatures well down at around 6, 7, 8 degrees in the far north of Scotland. But as I say, in the south we're up to 25 degrees, 77 Fahrenheit, so a really big temperature gradient there. And as I say, it's that temperature gradient that's fueling the rainfall. But this is open to some question, just exactly where that rainfall sets up. It could be further north, it could be further south, so keep an eye on my forecast over the next few days, because this is open to some question. And then finally, as we go into the weekend, we see that rain clearing away to the east and cooler winds come back from the north as this high pressure builds out to the west. I think we will all turn cooler in the south, losing that very warm air as cooler weather comes back from the north. But it should be mainly dry with sunny spells. Quickly looking at the weather for your location over the next few days, and this is today's map. We've got a few showers across the country, but a lot of dry weather around as well. Temperatures on the cool side for all of us, very cool actually, or cold really, cold northerly wind and a damaging frost tonight. Probably more in way of showers tomorrow across the country, the best of the brightest of the weather probably in the sun in the south and the west, but quite a number of showers around tomorrow, and again temperatures are well down below where they should be. There's the wet weather coming in from the west on Monday. The east probably hanging on to the best of the weather, so go to the east coast if you want to go out. Bank holiday Monday, the west will turn wet through the course of the day, and that rain will gradually spread across the country through the day. Sunshine and showers really across the country on Tuesday, but temperatures are staging a recovery up to around 8 to 15 Celsius there, so that's quite a bit better than it will be over this weekend and on Monday. The best of the weather there on Wednesday, a lot of dry weather. I think Wednesday will be the best day of the week with a fair amount of sunshine, and all parts should be dry. Then we've got the rain coming up from the south and the west into Thursday. I think this chart is not to be taken too seriously. There'll be heavy rain setting up somewhere across the country on Thursday. The south probably getting dry and very warm, and I think northern and central Scotland probably staying mainly dry actually, so don't take that chart too seriously. And then on Friday, where we've still got that rain line across the central areas, northern parts mainly dry and cool and very warm, potentially in the south with the chance of a thundery shower breaking out. Temperatures possibly 23 to 25. 25 is 77 Fahrenheit. That warmth doesn't last for long. It turns cooler as we go into next weekend, but it should be mainly dry next weekend with cooler air returning from the north. So in summary, I think we're looking at a very cool bank holiday weekend. Temperatures well below average with damaging night frost, rain coming in from the west on bank holiday Monday, the east getting the best of the weather for bank holiday Monday, sunshine and showers for Tuesday, mainly dry and fine for Wednesday, and then a big question mark about Thursday and Friday. Somewhere's going to get a lot of rain, but exactly where it is, open to some question. Very warm potentially for a day or two in the south. That's all for now. Bye for now.